Hello student, this is Sanat Kumar Swai and we'll be discussing about market segmentation in marketing management in today's class. So what is segmentation? What do you mean by segmentation? To segment from a, uh, um, uh, from a group or a particular range is known as market segmentation. How we are going to market a particular group or a particular segment uh, is known as market segmentation. Now we'll be talking deep more about it. So introduction. So what do you mean by market segmentation? It's a crucial concept in um, targeting the group marketing group from a broader group to a specific group. Okay, and based on specific characteristic. When we have certain characteristic, when we have certain criterias, based on the criterias of us, we're going to focus those specific groups. So that is known as market segmentation. We are going to segment that market. We are going to fragmentation. The fragmentation and segmentation is something like that. We are going to segment the market based on our criteria. So what is the primary objective of the market segmentation is that we are going to understand the customer needs, what is the preferences, what is the behavior, okay, and that can help us to create an effective marketing strategy. We have to understand the deep insight of the customer behavior, what is the requirement of the customer, and specifically we're going to segment the market. What are the which market we are going to target to. Okay. Right. So next is identifying the target market. So how we are going to target a specific market. See, when there is a market, okay, we need to do proper market research. There should be proper market research of that particular market, and then we need to segment those market. That the segmentation should happen by understanding the we should have a broad and clear understanding of the overall target market. What are the overall market and which market we are going to target to. Okay, so this also understands, and this also help us in defining the service and or the product which we are going to offer in a particular market. How that is going to, how that can be perceived, whether it is going to perceive well by the customer or that is not going to perceive well, or is will there be a good feedback, or whether there will be negative feedback on our product or service. So that can help us when if we are going to identify the our target market. Okay, so this is all about target market. First we have to prepare a business plan. Okay, proper planning is important before we are going to enter into any kind of market. Then proper market research is important. We need to do proper market research before getting into any kind of market. Okay, then developing customer profile. Okay, what who will be our customer, what should be their profile, that is also important before we are going to target any market. Okay, then locating target audience. Okay, we have to locate the target audience in any targeted market, and subsequently monitoring and evaluating. So we have to monitor and evaluate those target market, and then only we can have a clear understanding of the customers need, is demand, and how they are going to well perceive our product or services. Okay. So what are the variables, what are the segmentations variables when we are having any, when we are going to do any kind of market segmentation in a particular market. Okay. See, there are various kinds of variables, but the most common variables are demographic, geographic, psychographic, and behavioral. Okay, so what do you mean by demographic? When we are going to consider a particular market, we have to understand the demography of that particular market. Okay, so how do we consider the demography of that particular market? So demography is based on the age factor. Okay, whether that demography is having a young population or an aging population, the gender, okay, whether that's the male female ratio is going to vary more, or there's a male population, more male population rather than the female population, so that is going to impact also the demography of a particular market. Okay. Next, income parity. Okay, so what is the income group of those particular markets? That is also important, whether they are having that purchasing power, or they don't have that purchasing power. That also depends on the income of that particular um, market. Okay. Educational level and occupation. So uh, see, why do education is also important? Why? Because let's say we are going to bring about any kind of innovation change or innovation product, innovative product in technological product in a given geographical location. So if the demography, or if the people of that particular area are not educated enough, okay, so they are not going to understand that the services which we are going to offer, or the service or the product which you are going to offer. So whether that will be a viable market, whether that will be a feasible market for our product launch or for our service, that also depends on the educational level of that particular. And lastly, occupation. So what are the occupational levels um, that area also um, understand, which also contributes to the demographic variables of that particular market. Next is geographics. Okay, geographics means geographic means location, the market, where the market location is located at, such as what is the region, what's the country, which city it is located, and what is the climate of that particular location. This all plays an important role in shaping the geographics of that particular place. Okay, why it is important that the geographics are being taken into consideration in while segmenting the market? Why this variable is important? Because see, when we are going to launch a particular product, or when we are going to launch a particular service in any geographical location, we have to see that where the market is located. Okay, so accordingly we are going to launch those kind of product, or launch those kind of services in those countries. Okay, uh, see, for example, McDonald's. Let's take the case of McDonald's, or let's take the case of KFC. So if you walk into any kind of McDonald's in India particularly, you'll see that there is no beef burger or hamburger. Why is it so? Because they have considered, okay, um, 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 our the market, okay, our um, country, our climate, our geography. Okay. Similarly, uh, the beef burger, sorry, pork burger. Okay, pork cannot be served in Middle East countries. Okay, so the while launching any kind of product, or while launching any kind of service, that has to be taken care of where we are going to launch those products. Okay, now next is psychographic. Okay, that also it relates to our lifestyle, it relates to our values, interest and personality. Okay, so when certain product is being launched, it of course our lifestyles has to be taken into consideration, our interest has to be taken into consideration, and that also shapes the market segmentation. And behavioral. Okay, purchase history, whether we are having uh, purchase power, or other behavioral patterns, usage rates. So these all considers our behavioral patterns in understanding the market segmentation in that particular geographic location. Okay, so this is all about the segmentation variables. See, so in this slide it is clearly mentioned. So geographic locations, demographic, behavioral and psychographic. Okay, So for example, in geographic, whether a customer is residing in a urban location, or whether a customer is residing in any rural location, it also shapes the um, segmentation process of any market. Then is demographic. Demographic means it also depends on the age factor, it also depends on the gender issues, it also relates to the occupational level of the particular area. Okay, so these all relates to the demographic part of the market segmentation. Okay, next is behavioral. Okay, see, customers wanting a value for money, impulse buy. uh, Behavioral means, you see, if we take the case of iPhone. Okay, every now and then, every year, you will find that there is a new iPhone up in the market. So what is the behavioral pattern of a particular um, location? Are the people ready to use, ready to purchase, or get the service in value for their money, or they're having an impulse to buy a certain technology, certain new product? So it all depends on the behavioral attitude of a particular individual or a particular group in any market. And the last is psychographic. So psychographic means our lifestyle. What is our lifestyle? What is our attitudes? um, how do we lead our life, our class, okay, the class which we are living. So these all also contribute to the psychographic base of segmentation. Okay. So segmentation processes. While we are doing the segmentation process, what steps should be taken into consideration? So the first one is market research. Okay, before doing any kind of segmentation, we have to understand the market thoroughly. Okay, proper market research should be done. Okay. For that, we have to get all those datas, relevant data required to conduct the research, and relevant segmentations should be done. Segmentation variables to be identified, and then potential customer segment, and then um, we have to segregate those customers. Okay, using those kind of variables and using those kinds of data. So this is all about market research, how a proper thorough market research should be done before we get into the segmentation process. Okay, next is segmentation. By taking the various variables, okay, the various markets, the markets can be segmented through various kinds of analysis, various kinds of surveys. Okay. And there are a lot of statistical methods to segment a market using the various variables and using the relevant market data. Okay. Now, targeting. Okay, after segmenting, we have to target. We have to target that market, like whether there's a growth potential in that particular market. Okay, and whether there is any business objectives in those particular market. What is the size of the market? Okay, so these are all the processes of targeting a particular market. Okay. After we have targeted the market, then we have to position. We have to position the marketing strategies in those particular markets. Okay, so positional skills are also important. Various strategies need to be adopted so that we can position ourselves in those particular market. So this is the STP process. STP process means segmentation, targeting, and positioning process. So as already discussed, segmentation means we have to establish certain strategy and objectives. And the next is using various kinds of segmentation processes in the segment, in understanding the segmentation. And targeting means evaluating the segment attractiveness. Okay, so how we can retain the attractiveness of that particular segment, and how we can target those particular market is about targeting. Okay, and we have to select those target market and retain those segment attractiveness in retaining the targeting process. Okay, next is positioning. Okay, so what is the positioning? We have to identify and develop the our positioning strategies. You see, there are a lot of competitors are also working in those particular markets. They are also working hard to retain those markets. So what is our position? What is our position strategy in retaining those markets is important in doing the positioning strategies. Now, what is the benefit of market segmentation? Why do we need to do the market segmentation? Does it have any positive role in the market research, or it is not going to help in the overall understanding of the market scenario? See, there are various benefits of market segmentation. Like, first one is improved market efficiency. What do you mean by improved market efficiency? See, while we are doing any kind of marketing, okay, has to be various marketing strategies. Okay, so the marketing strategies has to meet specific segments, and that has our marketing strategy should be more effective and cost efficient. So how would that do that? I mean, how would the market segmentation help us in doing this? Definitely, market segmentation is going to help us, our marketing strategies, our marketing processes to become more effective and to become more cost effective. So that will improve our marketing efficiency overall. Okay. Next, better customer understanding. What is better customer understanding? If we are going to get into any particular market, then definitely to understand our customer is very important. If you are unable to understand our customer, then there is no point. This is a futility of any kind of marketing strategy. Okay, so to understand our customer is extremely important before we are going to enter any kind of market. So how we are going to understand our customer better in a better way? Market segmentation is going to help us in understanding our customers in a more focused and a particular way. Okay, so that is going to help us to deal with our customers' needs and demands in an effective way. Next is product development. Okay, when we are going to develop any kind of product, if we are understanding our customers, if you are understanding our market properly, then that can help us in our product development. And certainly the market segmentation, if we are segmenting the market, then that is going to help us in a profound way in developing our product in a more efficient way. Okay, so it can also help us to identify various gaps in the market and the customer demand. See, the products available in the market and the customer demands. Okay, what the customer is demanding, that may not be available in the market. Okay, so there is a gap. Obviously, there is a gap between the customer demands, what the customer is demanding, and the availability of such kind of products in the market. So if we are able to understand those, if we are able to identify and understand those kind of gaps which are prevalent in the market, then that can help us in creating a proper product, an innovative product in the market. So definitely the market segmentation is going to help us in creating a better product for the market. Next, it is competitive advantage. Okay, what do you mean by competitive advantage? Competitive advantage means we will have definitely, see, wherever we are going to enter, whichever market we are going to enter, definitely there is we have a competitor, a lot of competitors these days. Okay, so if we are not having any competitive advantage in any market, then surely we are going to lose. Okay, take the case of Nano. Okay, Tata Nano. Okay. So it had, though it was one of the beautiful products which Tata had to offer to the poor masses of the country, but still somewhere it lacked the competitive advantage. You see the case of Nokia. Okay, so somewhere it was unable to compete with its rivals. Okay, so the market segmentation is going to help us to be competitive. okay, to have a competitive edge over our competitors. Okay, so that is also one of the important aspect in market segmentation. You see, so this is a beautiful slide of the benefits of market segmentation. So it is going to increase our brand loyalty. Okay, it is also going to create a stronger brand recognition. Okay, increased market differentiation, improved utilization of resources. We are going to use our resources in a much better way. Okay, enhanced digital advertising targeting. So we'll have proper digital advertising strategies in targeting our and focusing on our customers and markets. Okay, higher success rate. Definitely the success rates will be much higher if we are using the market segmentation while entering into a particular market. Increases competitiveness. Definitely it is going to help increase the competitiveness in any kind of geographical location or any particular market. And subsequently customer retention. Definitely the customers will be retained. We are understanding their demands and we are going to fulfill the gap between the customer needs and the products available in the market. So these are all the benefits of the market segmentation. Now, what are the challenges and considerations? See, if there is an opportunity, then definitely there is going to have there has to be various kinds of challenges. Okay. So what are the challenges in the market segmentation and how we are going to consider those kind of challenges? That is also important. Okay. Now, overlapping. See, when we are creating multiple segments, okay, it is more likely that multiple customers may fall into multiple segments. It's not like a particular, let's say customer A can only fit into segment 1, or customer A may not fit into segment 2. It's nothing like that. Okay, maybe customer 1 can fit into segment A, or it may fit into segment B, or it may fit into segment C, and so on and so forth. Okay, so while there is overlapping, if there is an overlapping in any kind of segment, that can be a daunting and challenging task for the, because to manage those overlapping customers can cause very complexity, and to understand and to cope with all those overlapping customers may be a daunting task. Now, size. What is the size of the segment? Okay, see, the segment size, when we are segmenting a particular market, segment size is important. If that is put to a very smaller size, then that is not economically viable, okay, for any organization. So there has to be a certain important size is important to so that the organization can be economically viable, okay, to target the target market. Okay, next, segment evolution. Okay. Everything changes. Okay. The environment changes. There is a continuous evolution of the market. Okay. The market scenario changes, the strategies changes. So there has to be constant monitoring. Should be a constant monitoring of the segment of evolution, how the segment is evoluting. Evolution is happening in any kind of segment, and there has to be certain adjustments are required. Okay. If the organization comes to know that yes, this particular segment is going to is been changing, it is evolving in a particular way, then what are the adjustment which are required to evolve, to help the evolution process in a much better way. So that is important. So but that is also a challenge, that creates a challenge for the market segmentation processes. Okay, because each time we have to continuously monitor and put various kinds of adjustments as and when required in the segment evolution. So this is one of the challenges and consideration. So in the last part, we'll see, to summarize it, market segmentation is a profound impact. It plays a profound impact in shaping the target market or the marketing strategy of any kind of marketing management. Okay. So it is a strategic tool, okay, which helps the businesses to understand and serve the needs of their customer. What are the needs of the customer? What the customer actually wants? Okay, whether as we have as earlier discussed, that whether there is a gap between their needs and demands in the market, what kind of products are being available in the market, whether they are able to fulfill the demands of the customer, that is important. So if you are going to segment, if the market segmentation help us in understanding the needs and requirements of the customer. Okay. So by understanding the needs and requirement of the customer, and by understanding the market segmentation in an efficient way, the various marketing efforts can also be tailorized. And that can create a competitive advantage. Okay. That can create a competitive advantage which can help to enhance the customer satisfaction, and subsequently that can also retain the customer also. So market segmentation is an important and extremely important strategy in any marketing uh, when we are executing any marketing strategy. Then market segmentation is of very important aspect in any marketing strategy while entering any particular market or while doing any kind of market research. So with this, we have completed the market segmentation in the marketing management, how it is important in shaping any marketing strategy. Thank you so much for your understanding. Thank you so much.